Okay, we're doing VoiceThread, and I'm just going to show you a little bit about it. VoiceThread.com is the website. I just Googled it and you can bring it up that way. I've gone ahead and registered. It's really not very difficult to register. You just put your name and email address and a password, and then you're ready to go. But um, I wanted to be able to show you some things on here. First, I'm going to take you to, they have a like kind of an introduction tutorial where they've done a VoiceThread and let you look at it. And I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to play a little bit just to introduce what VoiceThread is. And
So, what is a voice thread? Well, it's a tool for having conversations around media. Whether it's images, videos, documents, or presentations, or any combination of them, a voice thread can securely capture and hold an entire group discussion on one simple page. When people make their new comments, they will fill in around the edges, and the participants can even draw while they're talking, which is a very efficient way of getting your point across. Down here, behind the comment button, are actually 5 different ways for people to comment: by telephone, by webcam, by microphone, by text, or even file upload. Which means that if you can load this page at all, you can participate in this conversation, period. Now let's take a quick look at how you get around in a voice thread.
okay, so that's an introduction of it. He goes on and explains some more, and it's really useful if you're going to go down there and do something with it. I'd suggest watching the rest of that, but just so that you kind of get an idea of what it is and what it's about. If you were to create a voice thread, it's really easy. You just go to this menu, you upload, you select from where you want to select it from, and then it has the comment button where you make your introduction comment and you talk about what it is that you're showing your slide or your video or whatever, and then you can share it. Especially if you're just doing pictures, that actually is a really quick process. The videos I noticed take quite a while to load up, and I think he said some of the documents take a while too, so be aware of that. But otherwise, it's a pretty quick thing you can throw up. Then you have your My Voice, which is like your home page. You can see where I was playing with it, making videos, and then this is also where you can find more of the introduction videos about how to do different things and different concepts on it. I was also going to show you, they have a little section called Ideas for using VoiceThread, and it'll pull up a different page. And when you do, it's got just different ways that you could use it um, in the classroom. It has different categories: mathematics, science, English, whatever. And then it goes down through and you can find the different things. I immediately thought this would be great for a college class, if you're going through slides and be able to have discussion and talk about it and things that way. But I quickly learned after looking through some of these things that there's really a lot of applications in the K through 12 setting too. So I'm going to go through and show you a few of them. This one I thought was great. They took a group of second graders, and I think we're the librarian that said they worked with, but it tells you all about it. Put together basically like an I Spy book, those books where they have the little things that they look for in the descriptions. And so the kids have done their own, and I thought that was a really cute idea. I'm going to play a little.
Hi, I'm Bree. I spy a brown cow, a white bunny, and a white horse, and a slithery snake, a small panda, and a fast cheetah.
So I thought that was a great way that they could use the voice thread and then as a class be able to look through. That was really a lot of fun. If you just go over to this browse menu, it'll take you to a place where you can see all sorts of voice threads that have been published. Again, that what's a voice thread, that's where we looked at that. This is a class where they as a class put together poetry on there and then loaded it, and kind of a way for the kids to publish. So, sort of an author's chair online. So I thought that was great. And
Weather. Art and Poetry by students in Mrs. Matson's third grade class. May 2008.
And you can see where other people have commented, and it just goes through and talks about the different comments on there. Even if it's just text, it'll load that up next. I'm going to skip through a couple pages so that we can get to where one of the students shared their work.
You rush, you crush, you go crazy. You pull the trees from side to side. You flick the colors out of the sky. You are the wind.
So I thought that was great. Another example, I was going to show you a kindergarten classroom just so that you don't think it's only for the older kids. They have done a little picture and let a kindergarten student talk about what they have created.
I made a pattern with A, B, A, B, A, B, A.
And does it
B.
keep going?
Uh-huh.
If you went A, B, A, what would be next?
B.
And you can see where other people have commented.
I think this one.
Then,
Booyah, 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 booyah.
then they have where the teacher has commented and kind of given her feedback, and I thought that was great. The next one I'm going to show you is a little boy who has posted something about his writing process, and he shared it with them. And I thought it was great because it gives you example of how you can draw while you're talking about something. So let me pull that up for you. Another great thing about it, it was neat because it shows how students from different countries can share their work with each other. So I thought that was great.
This is my five-step writing process, and here it is. Here's in yellow. 5-step writing process. Now I made this all beautiful in this, but and here, this part here is we call area 1. Area 1 contains all the notes, like see, 1 pre-writing, 2 second is draft writing, then 3 revising, and then editing, then publishing.
So that's another example of how you could use it in a classroom. Again, these are all people that have commented. This is, I think, a lady from Colorado who gets on and says, "Hey, good job." So I think that's just fantastic for those kids to have someone from another country saying, "Hey, we thought what you did was worth something, and it was really great." This last one I'm going to show you is actually a research paper that someone, well, I guess research VoiceThread, but off of her research paper that she's done. And I thought it was a great example of if you were going to give a student a project, what would you want them to produce? And I thought this was a fantastic example.
Hi, I'm Julie, and I'm doing the Black Bear. I hope you like it. Yay, Julie! But Julie, you're supposed to kind of edit your name out, and I like all your pictures of the cool bears. Yay! That was Oshawa.
So obviously her friend has commented on her picture.
This is the physical description of my animal. They have a loud roar and sharp fangs. They have weak eyesight and tiny eyes. They have curved claws and fully grown black bears.
So she goes through and talks about the different pages, and you can see that on each page she's produced has photos and things about it. And so I thought that was just a really great example of what a student could produce if they had that. So that's basically an introduction. I did want to point out to you really quick that VoiceThread has different kind of versions, I guess you would say, but they have one that's specifically K through 12, and the whole idea behind it is just providing a more secure environment for students to share their information and with other students and other educators. So to be able to be on this particular network, you have to either be a student or an educator or be invited by an educator. So say a student did a project and they want to share with their parents and let their parents comment on it. They can, just the educator has to be the one that invites them in so that students are not as likely to come across maybe some things that they don't want to come across. So at any rate, that's VoiceThread, really quick introduction. So that's all.